Hey, Dino.
Dino, how you doing, buddy? Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. All right, Dino. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us today. We're really excited about this, and we want to talk about the SEMA Pro Cup Challenge. But before we do, can you just tell our audience a little bit about you and your company and what you guys specialize in? Just a little background so that people know a little bit more before we dive in.
Well, my name is Dino Perfetti, and I'm with Automotive Concepts here in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area. Automotive Concepts has been in business for 36 years now, and I've been with the company for about 18 of those years. So, but prior to that, I was with another agency and a van conversion company, and started off in the warehouse distribution of custom wheels way back in the early 80s. So I just kind of gave away my age. So, but yeah, that's where I got my start. Unloading wheels full of Keystone, True Spokes, Traegers. I even remember the part numbers of those wheels.
Jeez.
But anyway, a lot of good that does.
Dino, dude, listen, you guys are, you guys have been in the pro. You're one of only there's only one other company that's been in before, but you guys have been in a couple times, including the very first time ever. And we're looking at the very first winner of the Pro Cup Challenge, year one. So tell me, what is it? Why'd you want to do it again this year? You've done it a couple times, you've won it, but why again?
Yeah, I tell you, 2019 was the first year, and we were so excited to bring that first vehicle to the event. And then we're able to bring it the following year and won fan favorite with our Bronco. It says a lot about who we are and what we do. Our dealers catch wind of it. We put it all over social media, all over our website, and they're as excited as we are to see us enter this competition. And it just opens a lot of doors. They see that we're cutting edge. They see we're, putting our best foot forward in front of a big stage in the whole industry, and they love to see our involvement in that. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
so
we want to win it again, man.
I know you have an idea, but maybe not the actual vehicle yet. I know you're going for a truck, right? So
Sure.
you're trying to run up like a Sierra, maybe a Silverado or something like that.
We're open right now. We're talking to a couple different dealers that are excited to work with us. So we're going to make a decision here. We're going to need to probably in the next 72 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say by tomorrow. So so tell us what is your vision for this thing? What are you going to be doing?
We are en route to have our revenue about 1/3 retail, 1/3 wholesale, and our goal is to be 1/3 commercial. So commercial fleet business, as you know, a lot of resellers have opened up that area within their companies, and we're excited about it. We did a mass mailing to several hundred potential clients for commercial and fleet. We're getting some great response. So we think we want to be the first ones to this event with a commercial fleet type vehicle project. So that's the direction we're going. Yeah.
I love it. It's not just your everyday build, but it's something that, hey, especially these restylers that are looking to get into something different, you're going to give them a little taste of how to build something that's commercial fleet. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. We're talking with some of these major big name tool companies that we know will be excited to see what we're doing. And they're going to be at SEMA as well. So they're anxious to see what we're up to. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
How's the team reacting to do the build yet?
They're anxious to get started, of course. You know how these projects go. It's over and above your everyday business. So it's sometimes they get in the way a little bit, but we'll do our best to get some guys in after hours and weekends, and we'll pull this off. And we think we got a good chance to win this thing again.
Are you pitting dealers against each other to see who's willing, or are you just trying to find the right car?
There's a couple we're talking to. We're just trying to find the right vehicle. You know how it is, Josh. I mean, we got to find the right vehicle in the right dealer's hands, and them have the right attitude, and to work with us. So we're talking to a couple different ones, and we'll make that decision. Like you said, it'll be real soon, like before this week's over.
Cool.
Yeah. So one dealer, we used their vehicle a couple times. We're kind of looking at possibly a different name. It's kind of spread the goodness around, right? Because they get excited when it gets back to their store, and they can advertise it as as a SEMA build, and so that's kind of what we're looking at.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah.
Dino, let's just assume you are gonna win. Okay, you guys are winners. You know what you're doing here. When you do win, what does that mean to you guys? What does it mean to your company? And what does it mean for your relationships, like with the dealers and the dealerships, the manufacturers, vendors? What would that mean to you guys to take first place?
You know, like the other times that we've entered, it's just a shot of adrenaline for our team to start with, right? So everybody wants to be a winner, right? LeBron James, he doesn't play every day because he wants to lose. So we all want to be part of a winning team. Our guys are excited to get started. But for me, I just like all the dealers to see what we're capable of, because when we think of this and dream this up, it's something we have not done before. You know, we've done things like this, but we like going there and winning on creativity. Let's put it that way. You know what? I'm as excited to see the 5 other builds, because that's what this is all about. That's the whole concept. So go back into your market and be able to reproduce these packages and be profitable doing it. So I'm very excited about working with vendors this year, because it's been a couple of years since we talked about building. So they're very open and willing to discuss how they can be involved. And you know, it can mean a lot for them, because if we have a great build and other restylers around the country want to replicate it, and that just increase revenue for all the vendors that we utilize. So I always say, you know, your customers, your best customers, your vendors, and your employees, you treat them all like your best customer, and it's a recipe for success. So we need these vendors to pull this off. We obviously need the customers, both at the dealer level and the retail. We need this thing to sell right away when we get home with it. So that means the dealer's going to order more. We can pass it on to our other dealers. So it can be a big success story for all of us.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with, man. Thanks for taking the time with us. And again, Jesse, here comes Automotive Concepts. Watch out.
Yeah. Dino, how do people find out more about Automotive Concepts? What's the website or the social media that you want them to go to?
Yeah, you know, we're at www.ac-mn.com. We are going to create a page about this build. We're not going to open up the page until after the voting's done. We'll show everything about it leading up to it, picking the vehicle up, showing how we started and where we finished. You know, and we're doing that for SEMA as well. We want them to be able to utilize this and attracting other companies like ours in the future to want to be part of this. I can't imagine why a reseller would not want to be involved in this.
Especially now that you win cash money.
I know it. That's amazing.
Back when we did it, we didn't get no cash money.
No. You got the cash when you came home and sold it, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's exciting. We can't wait. We're fired up, ready to roll.
Awesome. Thank you, Dino, for being a part of this today. We really appreciate it. We'll contact you for the follow-up once the build is done, and we're excited to hear about the journey too.
Hey, thanks for having us, and we look forward to talking to you on the other side, gentlemen.
All right.
All right.
See you guys later. Thank you.
Take care. Have a good day.
See you, bro.
too.
See you next
Bye.
week.
Bye.
Cool, Dino. Thanks for doing this
Yeah.
again. For the listeners,
I love
would
it.
you mind just kind of go over a recap of what the build was? So what was the vehicle? What did you do to it? Tell us a little bit about and the manufacturers and the dealership you worked with. If you could just kind of recap the story.
Yeah, this is so different than what we've done in the past. This is our 4th go-around Pro Cup. We just love doing it. So we will, every chance we get, you know, we'll be there for the challenge. I mean, I was just thinking about this. The coolest part was we started with the most plain Jane vehicle you could ever find on a dealer's lot. This is a Silverado 1500 work truck. W/T. When have you ever pulled one of those off a lot, right?
A white one, no doubt.
White, absolutely. And then we are tinting the front windows and not doing anything to the interior. Our whole concept is about making this truck functional, that a supervisor at a work site can work out of this thing and get everything accomplished, have every tool he needs right at his hand, lay his blueprints out, got his coffee mug and his laptop right there in front of him. I've never been so excited about a work truck. So challenges, you know, we had to go out and sell this concept, first of all, to one of our local Chevrolet dealers. They're, you know, so you're going to do what? And we didn't want to give them all the details, Milwaukee, on this project. You're going to see a lot of their packed out product throughout this whole build. And, you know, as we get bigger and bigger in commercial, and it's really becoming a big year for us in commercial. I think this Milwaukee product's going to play a big part in our future down the road, because the dealers that we've shown it to are like, wow, this is what guys are looking for. And this is a way to get organized, have everything right at your hand. You can secure it, so there's safety involved. I mean, yeah, I'm anxious for everybody to see this build.
So what are some of the other, tell us some of the other products and sponsors that help you out?
Absolutely. So Smart Cap, who I've been a fan of since I saw it 2 years ago at the Keystone Big Show in Galveston, Texas. I'm like, that is the coolest cap I've seen in a long time. You know, I'm not, ARE might not agree with me, but I actually heard they were thinking about coming out with one similar to it. But I mean, it's modular. You can bolt it together. It can be shipped. They have so many different lifestyle caps. We took their commercial unit, so there's no glass in the side doors, full glass back door, and it just fits our project so well, and it's so functional and secure. So it was fun working with these guys. They were so excited. We were on a conference call with their marketing people and our marketing people, and God, they were just getting fired up the more we talked about it. So, and then deck, the slide out component we're going to use to mount all our Milwaukee pack out to. They were very excited about the project. You're going to have to see it to believe it. I mean, it's all about function. Everything, all the excitement's in the back bed of this truck. What's that?
Well, I love the fact that it's not just like a normal restyling package. It's like a work commercial upfitting. It's something else that maybe restylers can look at and say, hey, here's a new niche that, you know, we can build cool stuff for the commercial fleet community.
Yeah, we're going to put some cool wheels on it thanks to Fittipaldi Off-Road. Toyo stepped up with some open country AT3s. You know, we put a little leveling kit in the front. So we got to make it semi-cool, right?
Oh,
but more function than anything. Smart Cap's got a really cool drop-down rack that goes on the roof, so you can drop down, attach your ladder, put it back up. We have a conduit carrier being mounted to it. I mean, it's going to scream commercial, but it's all going to be and the graphics we're putting on it, so they're going to be very cool. Yeah, it's going to be a truck that any work guy would want to pull into his driveway with and show up at the job site with. So very.
So is it pretty much what you thought you wanted to build, or what?
It really is. It really is. I mean, I had this idea along with Nick and Todd and a few others here. When we started talking commercial, we just started brainstorming this thing, and yeah, it's coming together. We changed up the graphics a bit. But all in all, this was really what our vision was. And you know what is so different? You know, we showed up in 2019 with the Subaru Forester, and then 2020, we bring a Bronco, and they just started hitting the dealer's lot. Nobody could believe we had a Bronco, and that was exciting. And then 2 years later, we bring a Ford Lightning, and that was hot truck at the time, right? The light. So now we're bringing the most basic truck you could ever imagine. And I'm equally as excited about this as anything else we've done.
That's great.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Overall, what was your favorite part of the whole process and the whole project?
You know, I think I just like brainstorming with people that have great ideas, and then being able to collaborate with our vendors, with our people. I mean, it's all about collaboration. I'm telling you, we're collaborating with our competitors right now. Think about that. I mean, there's business they can't get done. Why not collaborate with them, right? So that's kind of the word of the year for me. I'm also got my name in to be city councilman for the city I live in, and that's all about collaboration there. I don't know how that's going to go over. I'm more excited about Pro Cup than I am that, but anyway, the collaboration comes to mind big time for me this year.
How was the morale of the whole shop and the sales force and the whole team putting it together? How'd they?
First of all, when they see the truck come in, they're like, "What are we doing with this?" It's got steel silver wheels, not even a hubcap or a beauty ring on it, and the most basic tire you can imagine. So the excitement wasn't there, but Nick Stanley, our marketing director, man, he came up with an amazing rendering. So our whole idea and thought process was on paper. We submitted it to SEMA as our, a couple different times. Yeah, everyone was excited once they saw the concept and see it to start to come together. We're in the final hour. I know we have to get this thing done here real soon, but we're going to put a lot of finishing touches on it over the weekend. So to me, that's the hot ticket, man. You get the, you know, in the years past, we've had, you know, Yeti products all engraved and embroidered and all that fun stuff. Well, we don't have the interior to mess with this year, so we're making everything cool in the back. So
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be super great. I love
It's
the
so
new
different.
idea.
You know what though? I'm so excited about seeing the other 5 builds. I've heard a little bit about it, but everyone's been a little secretive. But
Oh yeah.
that's what excites me, is coming home with some ideas to bring those into my market. You know, and the truck I built, I want to bring it around to all my GM, Chevy, and Ford dealers and show them this whole concept. But I'm hoping to come back with some great ideas for some other builds as well. So,
And what's the name of the dealership that helped you out?
this is the Village Chev of Wayzata. They just changed their
Nice.
name to Chevrolet of Wayzata. So it's Chevrolet of Wayzata in Wayzata, Minnesota.
Awesome.
Great dealer group. Got a very strong commercial department. They're excited. They have a new
Good.
GM on board, and this guy's like, man, when I get it back, can I put it on my show floor? I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the whole concept. We're gonna come over and show you guys how to sell off of this thing. So
That's
yeah,
great.
it was pretty cool to see him get excited about it. So
Well, what will you do if you win? And is my first question. But number 2, does it include buying me and Jesse a drink?
absolutely, there's no doubt
Yes.
about that, man. Without a doubt.
We're 4 for 4, Jesse. We're
Hey.
4 for 4.
Hey, but you know what I like this year is that I get to judge the other 5.
Yeah.
You know, and I like the other 5 get to judge mine. You know, like Battle of the Builders. I think that's the best possible way to judge these vehicles. Let the other builders decide. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's gonna be
I'm
great.
sure there's going to be some great builds, and I'm very excited to decide which one I like best. And you
That's
know,
great.
I'll be open-minded. I'm going to think about which one can I bring back to my market and make some money on, right? Isn't that what it's all about? Isn't that what SEMA's all about? So
That's right.
yeah, I can't wait. We're excited. We're only a couple weeks away. Coming fast.
Awesome. Dino, remind everybody how they find out more about you guys. What's on the internet and on the social media?
Yeah. So, you know, www.ac-mn.com, and we're going to have a QR code on 3 sides of our truck. So it's going to be very easy for you to just scan our QR code. It'll take you right to our page. You know, we'll have a nice landing page that'll talk about our build. We want to share this concept with everybody and anybody that wants to see it. So they're going to have quite a few people at SEMA, and we're going to set up a time for them to come by and see it at the pro booth. So that'll be exciting. And we'll see what comes.
That's when you
right?
use magnetic.
Yeah. Oh, they were adamant. Boy, they didn't want us to. And then we changed up the name Milwaukee and put a different name, but the font was too close to the same as. So we decided we're going to go a little different direction. We're going to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And but we'll have renderings to show them what it really could have been, right?
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah, and hopefully we'll have a good meeting with them out there, and who knows what'll come of it, right?
Well, great job. We're looking super excited for this. This is the first ever work truck that's coming to the show. I'm excited. Nothing but Automotive Concepts to always come through and make it happen. So, and we will look for you at the judging too.
Awesome. I can't wait for that. I'm very excited. So
thanks for your time, brother.
thank you guys. You guys have a good one. Take care. See you, boys.
All right, buddy.
Take care.